My name is Josh. I am one of the co-founders of Vital CV, and I want to start with one question. Do you know why diamonds are expensive and valuable? Well, because they are hard to find, and people do anything to get them. The same happens with talents. The same happens with the companies who are fighting for talents every year, and every year this competition is getting really and really tough. I want to tell another story about two guys from Azerbaijan who decided they can help their local companies with their struggle to find the best. You know what the problem was? They wanted the other results, but they did the same and same mistakes all over again. So the mistakes were, of course, let's say they do it on a not purposeful way, but this way, three ways: HR programs, social networks, and interviews. Traditional old school methods to find the interns, to find the candidates. And every time you will have another Startup Turkey or any other event, this number will grow for the ways, and the addresses will be more than 15 and 20 anytime. So two guys decided to combine all possible reasonable ways into one dashboard. And that dashboard for companies, for example, is enabling them to do any possible thing they can do. Number one is the filtering, then screening, and then interviewing, doing the video calls, and being able to see video resumes of the candidates as well. We believe that 1 minute is enough to see the potential, and 1 minute is enough for the potential to show himself to the companies as well. And on the other side, we have users, and we have a very easy platform from them. You know, one of the greatest tackles for them was the CV and how to create it. You will see like thousands of articles, how to write the perfect CV, but in here, you don't need it. You just input your information. You will have it on your dashboard. You can print it, share it, and also companies will see your video resume as well. And these two guys, like me and Cengiz, another co-founder, we were able to convince VC funding, and we already had raised 200K. And well, we made every reasonable and unreasonable mistake that a startup can make at the beginning. Like first 3 months, we screwed a lot. And then the fourth and fifth and sixth month, we started doing numbers. We came up with the packages as well. This is our sales channels. We already have a good number of premium users, and our local companies, they can get access via just paying monthly, or via job post, they can do it for free as well. Then there's another thing, that's tests and certification. We're partnering with TTI Success Insight Tests, which helps companies to do middle management tests of behavioral. Then the most important asset that we have is our team, because we have a lot of competition like LinkedIn, Monster, and other web pages. They have a lot of money, resources, but they cannot outwork us. That's the most important thing. We have volunteers that help us to do another thing. In 3 days, we had 3 video resumes in an international conference. We had special cubicles, and people got interested on what we do. And we even have the video right now. If you want, you can check it in our webpage, how we get people into video resume and video interviewing as well. And now we are 8 as members, and we had, I remember the first time when we were in Startup Turkey, we were only 2,000 users. But now we're 12,000 actually. And we're raising 500K for the local, and we're a post-Soviet country. If we figured out this in Azerbaijan, it's going to be, for us, the next year plan is Georgia, Kazakhstan, and Turkey as well. If you have any questions.
Okay, so your presentation style is very conversational, right? So the way you present each slide, each section, you need to edit out 70% of the words that you say. And say only the things that need to be said for each section. If you're presenting in front of an audience and you're just having a dialogue with somebody, this is not like you're talking to somebody one-on-one. You have to be slower, clearer, more precise about everything you say on stage. The other thing you need to address is that anybody that's ever built a company, software company, knows that engineers are camera shy, they're not good with social skills. The entire premise of video resumes then gets challenged when you talk about technical talent. and you need to talk about how you address that.
Okay. Well, we in our platform actually propagate to the technical guys and designers to put their videos of their works, portfolios, and we're creating special galleries when they don't simply speak out of who they are, but they show their work as well.
So you should do a demo. You have perfect opportunity to do a demo and say there are two types of video resumes that we have on our platform. For people that are salespeople and marketing, they can present themselves and show their soft skills. For technical talent, they have a chance to do a video roll of their projects. That's very important.
Primary base was the salesperson, marketing, PR guys, but then we came up.
Technical talent is a lot more valuable, and most companies, a lot easier for them to find marketing people than engineers. So you want to address and say that you do both. That's going to be very important.
Thanks.
So, a couple things. The traction numbers, you didn't give enough context actually. So 11,000 compared to 2,000, that's good. That's just for Azerbaijan, right?
It was in the this number. It was in the period of 4.5 months, and it was for Azerbaijan.
Can you guys go back to that slide? Because it's actually a little bit confusing because I see you have like 12 months, and then you see sort of over here it's like 3 days we have this. Just what, for me, what's the point? What's the point you're trying to make with that slide?
Not so perfect of timing, but 12 months is the journey that we started as co-founders like a year ago on this idea becoming a prototype and a beta web page.
Then I would just take that out of the slide. You can just talk to it. Can you guys go back? Go back. Sorry. This one. So you started off actually very strong with the story. You made it very personal. And then this part, which is just, is actually probably the number I care the most about. So it's like, okay, great. So I get the concept. I understand the problem. I get the concept. But then the big question for me, which is what I alluded to earlier before we started all this, is what is a total addressable market? Because most of us don't know the market.
In that place, in our country in particular, right now we have 50 key accounts. It means they have more than, let's say, more than 5,000 workers. But they spend, on average, $12,000 a year for each candidate they find and train and recruit.
Well, so what I'm trying to get an understanding is like, what is the market that you're going after? Like, how much money is there? Like, even you have to put it down, even just to talk about it. What is it?
Well, I don't want to generalize, but we came up with the revenue after 5 years. If only Azerbaijan, it's going to be more than 10 million, because it's not only the online resources. It's also we have outsourced and we have other testing platforms that will be integrated into it.
There's a reason I'm asking this, because I think any decent investor is going to want to understand whether you have an understanding of what the market is. And so, and then you talked about the fact that you're going to Georgia, and that's fine. It's totally okay. I just want to make sure that you have an understanding of just like, we're going to Georgia too, because that gives us an additional, increases the market by another like 5 million, 10 million, I don't know, but it's just, I want to understand that you have an understanding of the business and the market.
The psychology of the post-Soviet countries right now is not about the technology and innovation, it's about the contacts and relationships. We have a great network of contacts within the country because we worked on the corporate level for 6 years and a half. And we have banks and insurance companies and telecoms. And they want to do a lot of stuff with us because they are already our customers. But now, the numbers that we're going at in Georgia and Kazakhstan, we have groups working particularly there, their own natives that we contacted already. Like their, let's say, HR agencies and recruiting companies.
So this is where I'm going, is that, so you have 232 companies registered already, which is good, right? Yeah. Then, are there 10,000 other companies of it, that you're going after? Like, just, what is the total addressable market? We're going after
the big guys, which I said the 50K, they will spend, as I said, 10 million, more than 10 million.
How many of them are there?
Well,
do you understand what I'm asking?
Yeah. There, others are little companies. Let's say there will be like 10,000, but not more than that. I mean, not the guys with 10 guys in the offices. Like.
No, I understand. My question is, so you have 232 customers registered already. Okay. What is the total addressable market?
That it will reach within Azerbaijan. The maximum will be 10,000 companies.
Okay. Any other thoughts? You have any other thoughts?
I mean, everything said.
Yeah.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
you.